So in this video, we have a brand spanking new RS3. So the way we're going to kick off this detail is a little different than the rest, because usually I would start with the wheels, but in this case we don't really need to do the wheels because they were recently nice, cleaned up and coated by the owner himself and then thrown on here. So really all we have to worry about is getting the paint cleaned, washed, bring it in, decontaminate it. And yes, this one is spec'd out with the carbon ceramic brake package, which is magnificent. Be a pretty quick washing section of the video. Just go ahead and foam this thing down, let it soak for a bit, rinse it off, foam down again, and wash it. I'm not even kidding, like the trunk opened again. Like what the, stay closed. Stay.
So now that the car is completely washed and deconned, ready to go, Tyler can move on in and get PPF done. And after a little bit of going back and forth, we're going to be doing a full frontal PPF, so the fenders, hood, front bumper, as well as all 4 doors. And once he's all wrapped up, we'll come back through and get everything prepped and ready for ceramic coating. And yes, we will be coating the PPF as well.
And see, the thing is, you know Tyler did a good job with PPF whenever you walk in and see that the car looks exactly the same as it did before. It's funny because you'll spend thousands upon thousands of dollars just for the car to look the exact same. In all honesty though, with the tint, it looks amazing. This looks like a car now, not some sort of fishbowl. The tint shade is perfect. I think they went 15 all the way around. The PPF work, fantastic. The entire front end, the mirrors, the piano black pillars, I believe, and then all 4 doors. And I went through some polish and got some certain areas nice and cleaned up before PPF went on, but now we're gonna focus on the exposed areas and make sure they're all clean and polished before we ceramic coat. Honestly, the paint is in amazing condition. I really don't see any needs for like going crazy with cutting or nothing. We're really just gonna be focused on using a yellow pad with some perfect finish to kind of give it a boost in gloss. Think of it as like exfoliating or cleaning the paint pretty much, just giving it more pop, more gloss, more cleanness. And then we can put on ceramic coating. We're gonna wipe it out with IPA, and then I'll show you guys a paint inspection, I guess. There's really not much to it because it's so clean, but I mean, I'm gonna guess that this black part on the roof, that is black paint, that's probably got some swirls and scratches in it. Nothing anywhere in this paint. I'm telling you, I've gone through it, can't really find anything. I mean, honestly, there's really not a whole lot to it, man, other than just like the most minute amount of micro marring in some small areas. And then the carbon, I mean, carbon's gonna have micro marring as it is, but this is like the perfect vehicle to just go through, do a single step with a yellow pad, some perfect finish, or the Menzerna. I'll probably use the Menzerna because I'm starting to like that a lot. We are gonna be swapping out this RS3 badge in the back here. This new badge, this newer generation badge, it looks terrible. It looks like a 5-year-old stencil thing to try to teach them how to write, almost. Like, the font is terrible. The owner went to Audi and got the previous gen, so 8V, or I guess 8Y, they still use it too. Anyways, the owner went and got the previous gen that we all know and love, so that way I could take this off and put it back on with the proper Audi RS3 badging. And, you know, the owner and I were talking, I mean, you look at the light that comes off the door, old RS logo. The door sill, old RS logo. You come here to the seats, old RS logo in the middle there. You look right here on the steering wheel, old RS logo. Except, I mean, right there, that's the new one actually. Amazing car, amazing platform, don't get me wrong, but Audi, dude, your new logo design is trash. The previous ones that we've known and loved for all these years were fine, totally good. Even this, the rings, the 4 rings logo, the way they're doing this here with like almost like a weird gray and black stroke on it, that's fine too. But the RS, don't change the font. We do have a weird combination of pads here for doing this single step real quick polish. Reason being is, well, obviously 5-inch yellow pad's gonna work just fine. 3-inch, my yellow pads, I don't know where the heck they went, but I do have a microfiber finishing pad or a polishing pad, so that'll be all right. Then as for the 2-inch or 1-inch, whatever you end up using, you can use a yellow pad for a single step to get that final glossy look. But I always feel like these kind of lack the same amount of cutting ability, I guess you could say, as the rest of the polishers, especially when using a yellow pad. yesterday we wrapped up all the polishing on this thing. There really wasn't much, like I said, pretty quick, nothing crazy. Only things left to do is, you know, wipe it down with IPA, diluted 60-40, and then we can get to coating it. Talking about coating now, we are going to be playing with Crystal Serum Ultra and of course EXO V5. Now on the channel, I've always said that I don't use these sort of professional grade kind of gate kept products because, well, you guys don't have any accessibility to get them. Well, you can. I'm not going to tell you can go on some websites and find them for sale from people even though they're not supposed to sell them, and you could still get, you know, I'm just going to stop. Plus, after using them both over the years, they do kind of feel like the same thing. I will say there is no doubt that CSU is going to last much longer than CSL, but we live in Florida, so no coating necessarily lasts the longest out there. I do know with this RS3 that it's going to be garage kept, it's going to be kept low miles, it's going to be well taken care of, so the coating is going to last a long time regardless of what you put on there. It's just that CSU is the top of its class when it comes to GTechniq coating products, as well as, you know, EXO V5 is going to go on top. It's a pretty simple installation process, just like CSL, and if you don't know what you're doing necessarily, just wipe on, wipe off. Always a safe bet. This junk, all right. All right, the car is coated. Now we have to wait about an hour or so and then we'll throw EXO V5 on it. In the meantime, while we're waiting though, there are a couple spots I kind of want to get coated, like in the engine bay. There's a lot of carbon fiber on the engine cover and whatnot. Go through and do the door sills and get the little water travel spots on the sills of the trunk. So we still got a couple more things to do in the meantime.